Hey everybody, welcome back to Champion Sons and our NCAA Basketball series where Season 2 is well underway as we have got our specially requested game against Big Ten challenger Northwestern. Now we are on the road to face off against, I think they're the Wildcats, right? Northwestern, Wildcats, something like that. But here taking on Northwestern on their turf. And coming off our first game win over, who was it? I don't even remember at this point. Whoever it is there in the past. But facing off against a Big Ten team like this, it can really give us an opportunity to kind of set ourselves up to see where our strengths truly do lie, where we are as a team, because Northwestern's not a Big Ten powerhouse. But they are big enough that, they should present a challenge to us. And as we see with this game getting underway here right at the start, they are not afraid of us at all, so we cannot back down from them. So on our first offensive possession, we get it down to Simpson in the low wing right there, pass it down to Pope down low, fire the three-pointer up from Massey, and he's going to bounce that one off the back iron and miss it, and it comes down into Northwestern hands. So here they come right back with it, leading 2-0 right now. As they get it and drive it inside, and they're going to miss that layup. Good defense by Massey there to disrupt the shot and cause that one to miss. As he brings it back up court once again. As we try to get our offense set up, get the ball moving around the outside all the way to the far side wing to Simpson. The screen is set. Simpson drives the lane, and he lays that one up and in. And we got this game tied up pretty quick here, 2-2, after just 1 minute of play. Now here comes Northwestern right back at us, trying to, and we play a man defense. I don't like going to the zone, but the problem with that is sometimes our bigs can get a little dominated, screened off just like that, as we see him drive down low and make the easy layup right there, and that can be an issue. But we've got a pretty long season ahead of us and a good opportunity to get things like that fixed. So at this point, we have possession once again. Massey has it at the top, gets it outside to Pope, who swings it over to Simpson on the far side wing. And now the screen is set. Simpson drives, dishes down to Pope, and he lays that one up and in, and this game is tied once again. Going shot for shot with Northwestern, but the key thing is we're getting the ball down low. That's where our strength is going to lie on the offensive side, is we're going to have to get it down low. Our shooting on the outside is not all that great. So even if we get open shots, if you get it down low, the more open shots you can get kicking it out, but it allows us to take advantage of our size and our aggressiveness with freshmen like Pope and everything there for us. Now they're going to drive the lane, and one more time, and this time it's going to be a foul on our center there, getting his first foul of the game, and that's going to be 2 shots for Northwestern here in this one. This will be their first free throws of the game, as they come and get set for the first of 2. And that shot is up, and it drops in. Northwestern crowd really behind this team here early in the season. They got a pretty good crowd in their stadium. Not sure why it looks like their crowd is trying to distract their shooter, but they get the rebound, and they lay that one up and in, and that's going to be a 3-point lead for them now. As our rebounding, we've been doing better. I say been, we only played 1 game. But it was better in that 1 game, and I think we are positioning ourselves to be a lot more aggressive down low. We just need to follow through with that more solidly in these games. Now as we try to get it down low, pass it back out, now we go down to Pope, and he's going to slam that one home. And that's going to bring us within a point, 6-7 here, just 2.5 minutes into this first half against Northwestern. So here they come, and we're going to get the steal. Our senior has it, and he's going to take it and lay that one up, and it's going to drop in. So now we have got a lead. Good defense there, keeping the hands active, avoiding the penalties or avoiding the fouls, but knocking the ball away and taking advantage of turnovers. That's going to be a big key. And they get another turnover right there. As Justin Champion, take a look at him, our head coach, his 2nd season here with Central Michigan. First season did not go so well. We ended 13-19. Kind of made our donors a little angry on that one. So we got to definitely improve. And now the 3-point shooting coming up into line as we make that one, and that's going to extend our lead out by 4 to make it 11-7 here in this one. early in the first half. We are shooting 5 of 6 right now. Almost all our shots, except for that three-pointer that fell, have been coming from the lane and down in the paint. Now they drive up from the outside, and we disrupt their shot and gather down the rebound, so here comes Massey back with it. And this is a big opportunity for us. Need to slow it down a little bit, play more of our offensive game plan as they're going with that zone defense, which did really interfere with our plans last season. But we have to find a way to work around this kind of defensive play style, because a lot of teams we go up against do play the zone. As we try to get that pass down low, and it's going to bounce off a Northwestern defender, and that one's going to go out of bounds, so it will remain Chippewa ball. So that three-point shot that went in, that's kind of a rarity. We are 1 of 2 now. Massey fired up the first one pretty wide open, but was unable to get that one to fall. The second one does go. And so now off the inbound, Massey passes it back out to Pope, who's going to drive the lane, tosses that one up, and it's going to be off the rim and no good, and brought down by Northwestern. And here they come back with it, as we do lead them by 4 still as we approach the 5 minutes through the first half. Here in this one, leading 11-7, holding Northwestern scoreless for the last 2 minutes, and we get another turnover. And here we come right back with it. Fired over to Simpson on the outside. He tries to drive the lane, gets held up. Back out to the wing, and he fires up a 3, and that's no good, and rebounded by Northwestern, as our coach is pretty well livid. Trying to just, we've been trying to install the get it down low game, but you still want to take those threes just because, hey, if you make it, the momentum that you gain from it can help try to make you almost unstoppable at times. And so here comes Northwestern. They drive the lane and throw that one up with good little shifty maneuvers by their player, as that would cut into our lead just slightly. Now here later in the first half, both teams have kind of hit a little bit of a cold streak, as our defense has stood up big, disrupting that shot and blocking one away, as we lead 18-15. Massey now with it in the lane, and that one gets stuffed right back in his face. As you can see, both defenses for both teams have really stepped up here in the remaining part of this first half, as we go and send that one back at them. Block for block on these last 2 possessions, as we come here into the final 2 minutes, needing to look for a way to get these 2 minutes finished off and hold this lead. We lead 18-15. Get it down low to Wilder. He tosses back out to Massey, who gets it over to our senior guard. Back over to Stewart now, as he waits for the screen, and it's finally going to come. He gets it down low to our center, who lays that one up, and it's going to be off the rim and no good. Northwestern with the rebound, but that's the way you want to kind of play these teams. Get that ball down low and get the easier shots. Not every one of them is going to fall, but you have a lot better chance of making them from there than we do from the outside. So here comes Northwestern. Drive the lane, throw a little alley-oop up. That's going to be off the rim and no good, but they do get the rebound and then lay that one up and in. So now the score is 18-17 as we're in the final minute of the first half here, as we come back with it. Massey holding the possession, trying to let the time tick down, trying to get 2 possessions out of this final minute and leave them with only 1. Down low to Wilder. They're going to end up double teaming him. He passes it back out. The shot's up, and it's going to drop in good and extend our lead back out to 3, as we are just barely going to get maybe 1 more possession in it. And our shooting percentage early in the game, we were 5 of 6. Now we're shooting at about 43%, pretty standard for us on the season, and going all the way back to last season as well. So we lead 20-17 here as the first half comes ticking to a close. They get the pass to the outside. They drive the lane and go up, and he's going to get fouled. Now that is going to stop the clock, so if we can make sure to get a rebound if they miss, we will at least get 1 more possession after these free throw shots. And that probably wasn't the greatest foul in the world. I mean, I guess, hey, it stops the clock. I kind of wish Stewart hadn't done it, but at the same point, at least it ensures we get that 1 more possession. Now they're going to come to the line for 2 more free throws as they make the first one. That should put them at about a 2-3 percentage for the game, as he gets ready and lines up that second shot, and it's going to be up, and it is good as well. So the score is 20-19, 14.6 seconds remaining in the first half. We are just barely holding on to this lead as we inbound the ball, work it down low. Quickly to center, and he slams it but misses it, and Pope gathers it in and hit with the fine little touch, drops it in from just shy of the free throw line. So here comes Northwestern trying to throw up a Hail Mary 3, and that one's going to be no good. So we do lead by 3 here at the end of the first half, 22-19. And that's a good lead for us to have in this one. So we started out on fire here in the first half, but then both defenses really started stepping up and disrupting a lot of shots down low. The big men started playing it like they were big men, blocking shots. Both teams with multiple blocks. Our shooting percentage at 43, Northwestern's at 32%, which makes me kind of nervous to have only that minimal lead. And we're actually going to advance on up quite a bit here in the second half. And you can see how things have gone for us. We still are maintaining a 3-point lead. So we only have a couple more minutes with this lead that we have to maintain. Getting it down low, and we go up, and that one gets sent back at us, but there is going to be a foul on that play. And so that's going to send us to the line for 2 shots. And that aggressiveness, it has really helped out, at least as far as us being able to go shot for shot with Northwestern. That's been the biggest thing. Whenever we hit these cold streaks, things really go wrong for us, and we lose leads and all that type of stuff. So, got to continue to get the ball down low. Now, we do miss that first of 2 free throws as we line up our second shot here. And that should hopefully give us a 4-point lead, and it will. So, just under 3 minutes left, and we've got a 4-point lead, 40-36 here at Northwestern, here at the Welsh Ryan Arena. So here they come back with it. Having the ball at the top of the key, taking their time. We swat that one away, and we're going to get the turnover as we take it quickly down and drive the lane and lay that one up and in, and that's going to extend our lead now to 6 points. Great play by our point guard on that one. He is a senior, and he is stepping up and playing like it. Now here come the Wildcats as they get it down low with a little alley-oop toss-up, and that's going to be a nice little lay-in for them to cut back into this, make this a 4-point ball game. We're playing a little fast. We want to slow this thing down, want to limit their possessions. But we fire up that three-pointer, and it's going to be good. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. When you need a clutch shot, we send it out over to him, and he drains that one from down deep. As Wilder's guarding his man on outside the three-point line. They get it back over to their point guard. He's got it at the top. They still continue to pass it around. We're doing a good job of preventing them from getting it down low. Simpson just drained a 3. Tight on his man as they send it over to their shooting guard. He sends it back out to their power forward. Not much place to go with it, and they get it to their center, and he finally lays that one in. And that's going to make it a 5-point ball game, 45-40 as we work the ball back down the court here in the closing minute and a half of this one. As we have possession of it, looking to limit theirs, taking time off the clock here. Passing the ball around, that's a dangerous one to do. We don't want to make all those cross-court passes like that. Finally get it, drive it down low, and we go up for the lane, and that's going to miss. So here comes the Wildcats now. They try to drive the lane, and they go up for it, and we're going to disrupt that shot and gather in the rebound by our center. He gets it over to our point guard. 60 seconds remaining before we complete a big upset early in this season and go 2-0 on this one. So 45-40 as the time is ticking away. Get it over to Simpson there, one of our better shooters in case they start fouling. As we have it now over to our point guard. 10 seconds remaining on the shot clock. Down low to our center, and they're going to stuff that one and send it right back at us, and they call timeout as they scoop that one up. So it stays a 5-point ball game. Ooh, I told y'all defense had stepped up a little bit. We've only scored 23 points in this half to their 21 points in total in this half. So it's been a pretty tough battle, pretty close going back and forth. Without that three-pointer, we're talking about a 2-point ball game. So now they toss it back in, closing about 35 seconds remaining. They get it over to their big man down low, lay it up, and that one's going to be up and good on the little quick assist right there. As Massey has come back into the game now here at the point guard position. He's keeping possession as we know they are going to start fouling us here pretty quick. Now it's a 3-point ball game, so once we hit those 1-and-1s, we've got to make that first shot. But that's going to be what their game plan is at this point. Just start fouling away. Just hack away at them and hopefully they're just going to have to hope we miss these free throws. But Massey's a good enough shooter that shouldn't be a problem for us as they continue to do that. And you see about a second or so tick off with every time. I'm trying right now to prevent that. At least make 2 to 3 seconds go off since we know they're going to foul us. Like, it's not a surprise. as we run Massey all over the court, and he gathers that one in, and they're going to foul him immediately as we start seeing their guys are getting into foul trouble. And now here we are in the 1-and-1 situation. Massey's only got 2 points on the day, but he's done a lot outside of scoring for us that we've really needed from him. And just like that, he's now got 3 points. He made the first of a 1-and-1. So he'll have a second shot to make it a 5-point ball game once again at 17.6 seconds. That one's up and it's no good. It's still a 4-point game as Northwestern calls timeout once more here in this game. And it's getting down to the wire. If this was last season, I'd say we are in serious trouble. We blew a couple of games like this last year. Right now we're showing we can at least hold in with the Wildcats. So that's a positive setup to see, and our defense has played a lot better than what we ever played, I think, in big games last season. So now they fire up a three, and that's going to be off the rim, and we actually gather in the rebound. And they foul one more time. Our center, he scooped that one up. It looked like our power forward got beat out for it, Pope. But our center comes in, scoops that up, and he's going to try to add to his 2-point total for the game so far with a 1-and-1 for himself. Now his first shot is up, and that's going to be good. 5-point ball game here, 6.5 seconds remaining. We're almost, I'd say, at that warm-up-the-bus situation. And here comes the second of the free throws. He's going to miss, and Northwestern gathers that one in, and they call a quick timeout. 5.5 seconds with a 5-point lead. I just don't see how there's a chance that they win this game as they come down with it, taking way too long. As they fire up a three-pointer that's going to be useless as the time hits 0 and the upset is complete. We have beat a Big Ten team on the road. Eric Pope is our scorer of the game, 8 points. He got 3 rebounds but had multiple assists and a few block shots. Major disruption in the middle. That's what we needed from him. That's why we brought him into the school, and that's what he's doing for us here, getting our player of the game as we pull off a 47-42 victory over Northwestern on the road. One of the biggest wins for Central Michigan that we've had, let's say, at least in our time here. But now we go home a little bit later on. We did simulate 2 games in between, and I mentioned having cold streaks. We went on some seriously shooting cold streaks. But we were shooting about 28% in both of those games. Lost them fairly decently. So we are 2-2 on the season. Game number 5, USC from the Pac-12 conference has traveled over here to Central Michigan to take us on our home turf. And that should help kind of change things up for us and should make things a little bit easier than the Northwestern game, playing on our own court. So here we have the tip-off, and USC is going to win it. The Trojans taking that one early with, again, the early possession. Massey is guarding his man pretty dang tight, and he's going to smack that one away. He gets the turnover. Massey bringing it quickly down court, throws up the lob pass. Pope scoops it up, but doesn't go up for the alley-oop. Instead, he tries to land a shot off the backboard. Unable to get that one to fall. So here come the Trojans right back with it now. This game is still tied at 0, 30 seconds into it. They throw that one up. It's going to be smacked away by Pope. Gathered in by Simpson. He's bringing it quickly down the court. Goes for the lane, and they smack that one away, but we gather it back in ourselves and get a chance for an offensive rebound. And that's, well, I guess you could say offensive rebound, just really gathered that block shot up. As we now pass the ball around the outside, looking for those lanes. Our senior forward has it. He gets it down low to Simpson, who lays that one in. Nice and easy, giving us an early 2-point lead here 1 minute into this first half over the USC Trojans as they work the ball around. We are playing tight man defense right now. See, no need to switch. Pope just tries to disrupt that shot, but a good fadeaway jumper by their power forward, and it does fall. So this game is tied at 2 apiece as Massey has it coming back towards our end with it. Looking for the open man as we get it down low to Pope. They double him. He fires it back to the outside. Regathering our offense together, looking for that shot, for that lane. Simpson has it. He takes it down low to the center, who gets that one smacked away, but they're going to call a foul, it looks like. Nope, they're not. They're not going to call that. They just blocked it away, and apparently we touched it out of bounds. So here comes USC with possession of the ball now. Maybe they called goaltending on that one. Actually, it is 4-2. So, yeah, I guess they did call goaltending as we were able to claim that shot and regain the lead as the Trojans try to drive the lane. Good defense and disrupting the path he was going and that shot without fouling as that gets us the ball back after the rebound. Massey with possession of it at the top. Working the ball out to the far side wing is Simpson, who has it looking for a lane. Tries to take it inside, unable to get it going anywhere as we pass it back outside. Get it down low to Pope now. That backs his man in, turns around, and they blocked that one right back at him. As their guys on the post are playing tough right now, and Pope being a freshman, not sure really how to deal with him when he has possession of the ball. So USC looking to try to find a passing lane. They continue to work the ball around, but can't really find much space as Pope gets caught out of position. And they turn around and lay that one in, and that's going to tie this game up at 4 points apiece here. Coming up on the 3-minute mark into this first half. 4-4. So here we are with possession of the ball once again on our side. Our senior forward has it on the far wing. Looking to try to find someone to pass it to. Pope gets it on round to Simpson. Simpson now at the top. Back to our senior forward who throws up a three, and that one almost went. It did fall. Get close to falling, but off the back iron. And it's going to be rebounded by the Trojans. So here they have possession of it off the screen. They drive the lane, and Pope is going to get the foul. He looked like he had his space, but I guess just moved his feet a little too much on that. And so they do draw the foul and a shot at 2 free throws here. As our crowd is going to do the best they can to disrupt them. The first free throw's up, and it is going to be good. And so now the Trojans have the lead 5-4 as they get ready for their second free run. As they get this shot lined up. It's up, and it is going to be good. That's going to give them a 2-point lead now. As we work to inbound against a press defense here. Massey has it. He should be able to take it himself, and he does. And he lays that one in, and just like that, this game is tied right back up. You want to press Massey, he will find the lane, and he has got the speed. One thing about our freshmen guys, we got size and we got speed from these youngsters. As they swipe that one away, Massey with the steal. Looking for a man to Simpson. Slams it home. Way to take charge, Simpson, on that one. Oh, my goodness. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Says this is our house. Slams it home. And that's going to give us an 8-6 lead over the Trojans here. As they look for a passing lane down low and get an easy lay-in. And they get this one tied up 8-8, 4 minutes into this first half. Massey now with possession, bringing it back down to our side. Looking for a lane to open up. Passes it down low wing to our senior forward who gets it over to our center. And he's going to slam that one home. And that's going to make it 10-8 here. We're 5 of 9 so far and shooting to USC's 3 of 7. So we swipe that one away once again. Another turnover. Our senior forward has it, gets it to our center again, laying it in, and that's going to extend this lead to 4. Points off turnovers are going to help us big time in this game. Now a little later in the first half, we drive the lane. That one gets smacked away, but rebounded by Wilder. We do have a 9-point lead here, 26-17. Our defense has been stepping up down low. Over to Wilder, and he's going to get fouled as he tries to lay that one in on the turnaround hook shot. And that's going to send him to the line for 2. And a good couple of free shot opportunities for us. Now, our shooting, since we have focus once again on down low more than we have in previous games, has really worked out for us and has got us a good lead right here, 26-17, with just about 2 minutes remaining in the first half, as Wilder misses his first free throw opportunity. Thankfully, he does have one more available to him as we try to make this now a 10-point ball game. Wilder is going to line it up. Free throws up, and it is going to be good. So 10-point ball game here, 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 27-17, USC is being shocked right now. The Pac-12 is getting shocked at the way this game is coming out. As they continue to work the ball down in the middle of the lane, they're in traffic, and they finally get that one up, and it is going to go in, cutting this lead down to 8. So a minute and a half remaining, taking our time here. As we have it with our senior point guard, he gets it over to our center. Back around to our senior forward. He's got possession of it in the wing. Tries to throw up the alley-oop, and that's going to be a turnover. Oh, we went for it and missed it. Try to get a Sports Center top 10, and now look at us looking foolish as the Trojans take that turnover and lay it back in. So now it's a 6-point ball game. So here we come back with it. We have to be smarter than that. We cannot let them back in it that easy. So we get it over to our senior guard now as he gets it down to our center. Looking for a place to go. Back out to our point guard. Fires up the three, and that one's going to be good. Now it's a 9-point ball game here. 30-21 over the Trojans. 1 minute remaining. As here they come back on offense now. Trying to find a lane to work it in. Our defense is holding pretty tough at this point. Trying to block up those passing lanes as we're going to get that deflected and another turnover here as Wilder passes it up to our point guard. Trying to get it, and there's only about 30 seconds remaining, so hopefully we can squeeze 2 possessions out of it, but most likely not. We're going to take our time right here and at least ensure we try to get an easy basket. We get it down low to Wilder, who goes up and tries to lay that one in, and it's going to be no good. 18 seconds remaining. Trojans trailing by 9, having possession. Looking like they're going to try to get that last shot off unless we can force a turnover. They get it over to their man on the low side wing here. Back down. It's going to be stuffed. Wilder gathers in the block. He comes right back with it. 1 second remaining. Up, and it's going to be off the back iron and no good. So 9 points is what the score is, the difference in our scores right here. 30-21 at the end of the first half against the USC Trojans. Not sure anybody saw this coming, especially after those 2 games we simulated and got completely blown out by some smaller schools. Doing pretty well, getting the ball down low. It's allowed us to have a 52% shooting. But the biggest thing is we've only had 2 turnovers. USC has had 6 turnovers. And almost every single one of those turnovers has contributed to an easy basket. So, we're talking, if those had been limited even the slightest, there's no way we'd have had that lead at that point. So now we're going to come into it here in the second half. Our defense has stepped up drastically and preventing a lot of their shooting. Now we are leading right now by 16, 51-35. There's 4.5 minutes remaining. We've been able to put on an offensive showcase for the most part. We just need to try to finish off games, something we did not really succeed at last season. As Simpson has it up the far side wing, gets it back out to Massey. Swings it over to our forward. Looking for a lane to pass it to. Gets it down low to our center. Tries to back his man in, back out to Massey. Fires up the three, and that's going to be off the iron. Rebounded by Pope, and he slams it home. Oh, my goodness. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Pope with authority right there. That's going to extend our lead out to 18 points here with under 4 minutes to play. And now we force another turnover by the Trojans as we gather possession of it and start coming back down with it. Our senior forward has it at the top of the key, gets it over to Simpson. Simpson looking for Massey on the far side wing. Tries to get some space and drive the lane, unable to make anything happen. Gets it to Simpson, over now to our senior forward, who's looking for a way to get the ball down low, to get that easy shot, drive the lane if need. And he fires it to our center. He's got nowhere, goes up for the easy shot and drops that one in. Back to a 20-point ball game, 55-35, 3 minutes remaining. This is something we haven't seen here at Central Michigan in years. Not only just being able to finish off games, but to be able to dominate big schools like we are right now with USC. It just is not their day as we send that one right back at them. Gathered in by the Trojans. Unable to do anything with it. They're not able to get in the lane and get those easy shots as they come down with it. We get that one deflected away, and that's another turnover as we get it down to Pope. Looking to drive the lane, and he loses a handle on it, but we have reached the State Farm warm up the bus moment. 20-point lead, 2.5 minutes remaining in this game. As they go around with it and fire that shot up over Pope, it's going to be no good and rebounded by the Chippewas. As we come back with it, Massey with possession now, kind of keeping his distance at this point, trying to just take this game into the finish. As we get it back out to our center, down low to Pope, who gets double teamed, over to our senior forward, throws up the three, and that's good. We're not just finishing them, we're driving the knife in right there. 58-35 after that three-pointer, as that was a big-time shot. Trojans and the Pac-12 world being shocked. As they fire up another one, try to get it over our center, rebounded by Pope. Over to Massey, under 2 minutes remaining now, 35-58. 23-point lead here over the Trojans in this one. As now we're just starting to, let's just waste that time down. I'm hoping they don't start that stupid fouling crap at this point. As we get it over to Pope and swing it back out to our senior forward here. Looking for somewhere to go with it as time ticks away. 7 seconds on the shot clock. Down low to our center. Back out wide. Fires up another three, and that's good. 61-35. A minute 20 remaining here at Central Michigan. USC not knowing what to do with it. They are shocked. The Pac-12 is shocked that their representatives would be playing like this here at our school on the road, as the Trojans will take a timeout right there. Now, we're going to go ahead and advance on to the end of the game. Our defense stayed on them. The score remained 61-35. Marcus Simpson coming in with 19 points and 5 assists in this game. And that's what really helped us out to get this win. Points down low, and the turnovers. My goodness, the busy hands we had on defense, forcing turnovers, getting blocked shots, everything that we were able to do against them, disrupting their offense as a whole, allowed us to get a lot of easy basket, easy dunks, easy lay-ins, and a big-time win for us here at home in front of a televised crowd, 61-35. So that makes us 3-2 on the season. We will continue with our non-conference schedule in the next episode. Probably have a couple games. I'm not sure how many of them I'm going to simulate. We'll have to see how that kind of works out. So be sure to stay tuned and join us when the next episode does get posted as well. And to do that, just remember to hit the subscribe button. And if y'all have not hit that already, go on ahead and tap it, and then hit that little bell notification icon so you can be notified of all the Champ and Son content that we do upload here on the channel, whether it's basketball, football, Madden, racing. We got a whole bunch of stuff for you on tap. So definitely thank y'all for joining us. Thank y'all for all the support y'all have shown the channel as of recently. It's been crazy. I cannot tell you how grateful I am for all the support y'all have shown us here in the recent months. We're now at about 214 subscribers. That seems like a crazy amount to me compared to what it was a year ago. So thank y'all very much for that. And so with that, 3-2 on the season. Going to continue to chip away at this year. Hopefully we can do a lot better and try to make it to the big dance, March Madness at the end. But for that, I'll see y'all in the next episode, everybody. So as always, stay safe and well. Y'all know how it goes by now, right? Later, y'all.